I'm John McQuay with 8541 Tactical. We're going to talk to you about another product from TaskForce4 LLC called the mill conversion labels. Now, you guys that have watched the show for any amount of time know that I'm a fan of mill rifle scopes. Really, anytime that your reticle and your turrets match is going to give you an easier time of determining corrections downrange. Very often with the old school setups with a mill reticle and MOA turrets, if you observed a miss through your reticle, you would have to measure it and then you would have to apply a correction factor in order to dial it on. Or the old school trying to zero your rifle at 100 yards with a gridded piece of paper, and you have to determine how many inches over and how many inches up and then dial that in. Well, the technology has surpassed those old ways. Now we have matching turrets and matching reticles to aid you in correcting your misses. All you have to do is measure with your reticle and then dial the correction on and you're there. What if you have one of the old rifle scopes that has a mill-dot reticle or a mill-based reticle and MOA turrets? Well, TaskForce4 LLC's come up with a solution, and they're called mill conversion labels. All they are is a label that covers up the current scale on your turret with a mill scale. Now, I know what you're thinking. The clicks are not going to line up. Well, you're correct. The clicks will still be in MOA. Whatever your current MOA setting is, quarter MOA, eighth MOA, etc., the clicks will still be in that gradient. However, the label will read in mils. So if you see that you're 2 mils off your target, then you can dial 2 mils on the turret and you can be on. The labels are relatively inexpensive. They're $39. They go on very quickly. If you order the kit, in the kit you get your elevation and windage label, but then you also get a practice label set to try it out. That way if you screw it up, you haven't blown your money on the kit. You can peel them off and try again. They do include a nice little instruction sheet. They recommend that you remove the turrets from the rifle scope. I actually found on the SWFA SS 10 power that we have right here, it actually works better if you leave the turrets on the scope, and then it gives you a little bit more to grab onto when you're putting the labels on. Putting the labels on is extremely easy. You just clean any oils or any grease or grime or anything off of the turrets with some alcohol. You stick the labels on, make sure that they're pressed down, and you're ready to go. Now, one of the things about these labels, if you take a look here, as you go around, you have different colored markings. Well, because the scale is now different and the diameter of the turret was not designed for the mill scale, as you go through revolutions, you're going to be further and further off the scale. So they had to come up with separate markings so that when you're on your second revolution, you know that you're using the yellow markings on here. When you're on your third revolution, you know you're using the red markings. The way they went about the graphics makes it very easy to comprehend that you've jumped on to the next scale. So not a big problem at all. They've done the same thing on the windage, and it shows you that if you crank it around an extra turn that you're now on a different scale. These labels are going to be perfect for the guy that may be really crunching on a budget and can't afford to upgrade his scope right now and has one of the older scopes laying around. Say he has one of these old MOA mill SWFA SS 10 powers laying around. He can throw these labels on and be good to go. Or if you're one of these guys that's still a holdover from the old MOA turrets and you're not quite sure if you want to try those newfangled mill turrets, you can pay your 40 bucks, throw a couple of labels on, and then see if that's going to work for you. If you like it, then upgrade to another scope. If not, then stay with what you got, or you may find that you like them so well that you don't need to upgrade. Those are just some options, and I'm a big fan of options. And the mill conversion labels from TaskForce4 LLC give you options for a reasonable price point. If you're interested in purchasing a set, you can go over to TaskForce LLC's website. You can find them at dialandshoot.com, and they have them listed on their site for purchase. They're available for several different models of rifle scope, and they have a list on their site. If you don't see your scope listed, go ahead and give them a call and find out if they're willing to make them for your rifle scope. Also, while you're there, make sure you check out the information on the Dial and Shoot labels and check out other review video on the Dial and Shoot labels. If you like this review video, please click that thumbs up button. If you'd like to leave a comment, please leave a comment in the comment section below or on Facebook or Twitter. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber, please click that subscription button. Doesn't cost you anything, and we'll let you know when we release new videos. Until next time, get out and shoot!